Hey guys, little oddity here. I actually did the seats. I did the seats and the outwalls at the same time, because when one piece was either prepping or steaming or drying, I would work on the other. And I thought at the beginning that I was going to just do one episode for both pieces, but it turned out to have so much footage for those both processes that I've split it into. So the next video for the outwalls, you'll kind of notice some oddities in the cutting. In one scene, like the seats won't be there, but I'll still be working on the outwalls, and all of a sudden the next scene the seats are already done. So anyway, I figured it made more sense to put the seat video first. Since I'm taping the intro when the seats are already done, I might as well show you the end result. So this is what we'll be making. Right, so both seats are done. So, all right. So, like I said, that's the end result. So I hope you guys enjoy the episode. Next one. Lasciaci fare me. Oui, pas que des messes. Gabriel? Gabriel? Hey! Cedar, Gabriel.
Oui.
Oui? Hein? Ok. Oh! You ballon? Là? Ballon. Dans le statut, là. Ah ben là, tu l'as lancé, là. C'est le bateau à papa. Hein, le bateau à papa. Ah, touche pas ça. That was a nice, nice Father's Day moment. All three of my kids in here watching me work and cleaning up the mess. They just love being in the shop, which is another thing other than the pure joy of using hand tools. It's the other advantage of using traditional hand tools, the fact that there's no dust or very little dust. There's no noise for the little kid, and since there's no dust or noise, the kids can still be in the shop while I'm working. So it's a nice advantage. So while the outwalls are attention to it. Sorry, my youngest Gabriel's playing with his water spray bottle. So while the outwalls are drying their first coat, I decided to start on the seats. So this is basically the first part of the construction. I measured out the both side, the longer pieces, and then so the way I'm going to assemble this is I'm going to try my hand at mortise and tenon. I think that's what it is. So what that means is I'm going to have to cut in a hole with a chisel into here, and I'm going to have to cut away all the sides of this one so that it slips in. So that I can slip basically the tenon inside this one with some glue, and that's what's going to hold it together. So it'll be nice and solid, and then we'll put some nylon straps around it, and that'll be the seat. So simple construction, can't go wrong with that. Let's start that. Alright, so a bit slimmer than that. I'm going to cut inside the lines, but basically I have to cut away the chunks here. Alright, so I'll start by going down to the line, and then I'll cut sideways there. Shit, I cut into it. Hey! Hey! Look, Papa! No. So this is what I'll be doing the hole with. So I want to measure the exact width of this. Okay, should be 1/4 inch. Out of the way, whatever. There we go. And then I gotta make this the same width. Right, so we see how we have to get it down a little bit more, and a lot more down there. So I'm going to use my rasp. Yeah. One thing I noticed a while ago is that we're all wearing orange. It's a complete coincidence, I swear. Hein? À la caméra? Des amis à la caméra?
Des amis à la caméra?
Mhm.
Non, c'était la prière. Non.
Zachary. As-tu volé mon crayon? As-tu volé mon crayon?
J'ai pris la volée du crayon.
Gabriel, as-tu volé mon crayon?
Papa, besoin du crayon, hein?
Pas tout de suite. Oh, non, non, c'est pas tous les volets.
C'est petit, papa. Regarde, petit, papa. Hé, papa. Regarde, petit.
Ah oui, c'est un petit carré.
Petit carré.
Ben, c'est pas vraiment un carré, mais c'est pas des carrés.
Hé, papa. Faut des carrés. Les gros, c'est comme des carrés, les gros. Les gros, c'est comme des carrés. Mais c'est difficile comme ça.
Attention, arrête de créer des photos.
Oui, après ça, c'est un gros marteau.
These tens are so tight
C'est un
that
gros
I
marteau,
can't even.
papa.
If I put this in, I won't even need glue, I think. Alright, so we've got 2 of these, right? And then the holes to line them up, going right through. So this goes in. Okay. The other ones, this one's pretty light, loose, but the other ones are all pretty tight. So I'll put in some glue and try to. Looks straight enough. So I'll put in some glue, try to knock this together, and then we can take the router to it to round off the corners. Alright, what about this one? One, okay. One is there. One is there. Each of these have different sizes, so I numbered the holes so that I can line them up later. Then I covered them with glue, which didn't help. Alright, so let's see. Okay, this. This. There. Wipe off the excess glue here. I'm going to be doing enough sanding that it doesn't really matter. Wow. Well, quite a bit of work for something that seems so simple. I'm going to go line it up against the canoe to make sure this still fits. Hopefully it still fits. Hey there. It's Tuesday morning, 8 a.m. I just brought the kids to daycare and I don't feel like working, so I'll do a bit of this. So the seats have pretty much dried. I think I must have not I must have not mixed the oil properly, because it's been 2 days. Like, this is the second day, and it's still a little tacky underneath, but I feel like moving forward for this. So I've been trying to think of how to do the webbing. I'd actually played around with the idea of trying caning, or if that's the right word, like the actual small white, I think it's wood fiber type thing, and you have to like weave it like a million different ways. And I'd like to try that eventually, but for this one, I think I was gonna buy I bought some black nylon webbing from an outdoor supply store. So this stuff, it's really rigid, which I guess is good, but it can't. I bought the biggest size, and I don't think it's gonna be long enough for even one seat. So I was trying to find another supplier with like a longer. I saw some on Amazon that had 25 yards, stuff like that. But I looked at my truck, and I found this. I have a couple of these. Every time I need one, it's never where I put it. So I keep on buying more. So this is a relatively cheap strap from Canadian Tire. So whatever hardware store that you guys have in your area. But it comes with a very nice and slightly flexible, like just barely, but it's softer and more flexible than that kind of book bag grade type. So this is actually quite comfortable. I could totally see myself sitting on a webbing made of this. So, and it's very, very long. As you see, it's quite. So I'm gonna try it with this. So we'll start with one end. I shouldn't have to make any new. Well, I guess at the end I'll have to burn the strands. But so, and I was also trying to think of how am I gonna attach this. Do I use tacks? And a friend of mine gave me an idea of putting. Just use a screw with the washer. You just put it right through the middle on one end, and then you can start wrapping from there. I thought that was a great idea. Sounds like it's going to be nice and strong. So let's try that. I like this color too. Like I was always thinking black, because most of the seats I've ever seen were black, but the Canoe is green. I'm like, why not use a nice color? And I don't know if this strap is going to move at all. So I might want to use like oh, see, this is taking up a lot more strap than I was expecting. So we might have to go by. It did do entire side. Not sure. So that means, geez, I'm gonna need 2 or 3 more straps to do, unless I do less. Yeah, I did wrap it around quite a bit, so maybe if I do it wider. Either way, I'm going to need more than one set. Like I said, they're pretty cheap, so like something like this. I guess it does have to be at least the width. The only alternative to this would be to make several pieces and put screws on all of them. This is what I was thinking here. So if I put on there, under, over, under. Yeah, my only alternative to using one long piece is to put in a screw here, a screw there, you know, like cutting straps and putting a screw on each side. It might be cleaner. At least I'm not wasting all the stuff on the bottom. Yeah, I think it might actually look better because I'm seeing this. I'm seeing the straps. See how you see the bottom. So. See if I have the screws. We have our first webbing. So I just continue the same pattern, put in the screws at intervals, interchange the straps, and voila! Pretty solid. I mean, I guess it'll just see with time. At least the pilot holes are there, which means I could like replace it later on too. But yeah, it'll see. We'll see if it stays the test of time for the washers like against the strap, because I noticed that this was a little bit cheaper. I guess maybe that's why it was softer. It was the grains of the nylon weren't very like close knit, I guess, and it was, even when the screw would go through, kind of, you could see that it was wanting to separate. So hopefully the washers keep it from kind of fraying and tearing apart. But like I said, we'll know once we test it out. I don't know how best to do this. Get in your hole. Kind of a game to try to line these up. They're all kind of tight, which is good. I guess I could put in a bolt. Which one is it? The one with... It is, alright. This is a set that I got from the Canoe store, online Canoe store, that I got the canvas and the planks from. And it's just basically a long copper screw set, specifically made for the seats. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. It's kind of odd to tape the intro and the outro at the same time, but so in the next day or so, you'll have the outro video. In a day or so, you guys should get you should see the outwall video, because at this point everything's ready. So catch you later.